What's up everyone, it's Brad with the Hodl Fandom. I've linked below a dashboard that will track every single Veve comic book in regards to market cap data and trends. Alongside my videos connecting you with the greater fandom, I hope to give you guys all the tools to help you make the best purchasing decisions. Let's take a deep dive into that data and hopefully provide you guys with some good information in finding value. Let's get into it. So let me take you to the laptop computer here because I built the dashboard on a regular computer and it might not be fully functional on mobile. The overall market cap mini chart is here to show the overall health of the market. There is only 1 week of data so far, and as I update it, it will have a 4-week trend. I expect this to go up over time as new comics and new money enters the app. If we start seeing this going down, which will be seen as a lower bar, that is when we should start looking into what is driving this. As I get more weekly data, the next section will be updated with information on the weekly and 4-week largest gains or losses. And again, it is a good way to find trends, values, or trouble in the market. This next section here, I call it the relative index. It's just a name I made up that makes sense to me. Let's use a visual example to show what I'm trying to identify here with the data. Let's take a common and a rare example here, and let's say we have 2 data points on the ends, one for a common and the other for a rare. In a standard situation, and there is a key exception to this which I'll get to in a minute, but in a standard situation, the middle point should be on this line connecting the 2 points. If the data point goes above that, I call that a positive index, which could indicate that either the middle point is overvalued or maybe even the other points surrounding it are undervalued. If the point is below that line, then I call that a negative index. And that is an indicator that there is a chance that this comic is undervalued. So I'm basically comparing the relative position of the data points relative to its surrounding rarities. And if none exists, then I'll simply say none. I think this is a good indicator at first glance as long as you understand the 3 limitations to this. This is just one aspect. There are many aspects to look at, such as the fandom, what the comic book is actually about, and understanding its significance in the real world. I'm somebody who actually reads the comics, so you can get all that information from my channel. The second thing is that I only do this with rarities with surrounding data points. There is nothing for the extremes, the commons, or the secret rares, because there is only one connecting data point. The third limitation is that there should be a natural progression up with a graph. Whether that's a straight line or a parabolic increase, I should be accounting for this and normalizing the data, but even without this, it is directionally correct, and I'd say it's about 95% accurate, and still, it points out the information that I wanted. So let's move on to the bottom half of the graph, and this section shows all the comics. You can use the menu right here to select by comic, select by character, first appearance, or edition size. There are more things I was thinking of adding here, so just make sure you subscribe to get the link to the latest iteration of this file. You can see on the right there are 2 charts, the full chart, but since the bottom can get pretty congested, there is a zoomed in chart just to the right of that. As you select items on the left, the chart and tables update automatically. So let's say I wanted to see Immortal Hulk issue number 1 and Hit Monkey issue number 1. You would just click one and then control click the other. As you can see, the tables and charts update automatically. If you wanted to see all comics that feature the Fantastic Four, then you can use the second menu item called Feature Character/Team, and you could select Fantastic Four and you will see all the Fantastic Four comics. Similarly, if you wanted to see the first appearance of Daredevil, say Deadpool and Miles Morales, you can select one, then control click all the others. So that's the Comic Marketcap Dashboard. I will be updating it weekly. No guarantee on what day of the week that will be, but that's the plan. With each new update, I will be creating a new file and therefore a new link. So please make sure you subscribe to get that link to the latest iteration. This is one of many tools that I hope to provide the community to help you guys explore the comics in a different way and help you make the best buying decisions. I will always be providing this for free. All I ask is if you find this useful, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. I will never pull the rug on you one day and say, hey, now you have to pay for any or all of the tools I provide. Listen, creating is what I do. I don't do it for the money. I might be relatively new to YouTube, but here are some examples to prove my point. When this situation with the pandemic started 2 years ago, masks were sold out, so I bought a sewing machine. I bought a ton of material, and I learned how to sew to make masks. I literally made hundreds of masks for family, friends, and coworkers. I created training videos for my staff to keep them connected and engaged. I built myself a small crypto mining rig, and I continued my hobbies as a photographer and videographer, even learning how to restore and colorize pictures for my dad from the 1940s. And of course, I'm an accountant. That's my job. And I create reports like this all the time. So as you can see, my creations weren't for money. Well, excluding the crypto mining rig. I create for the sake of creating, because personally, being a consumer and standing still, that's not for me, and it would drive me crazy. Now with Veve, with it being the convergence of so many of my interests rolled into one, with IPs I've been reading about and following since I was 10 years old, which was 30 years ago, I'm hoping this platform can be another creative output for that 30 years of collecting knowledge, for more things that people can find of value. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you find this useful. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.